Several people in a canoe.
I look over and you're like this high out of the water. That was awesome.
A sailboat. A kayak.
My name is Dr. Mike Lang, and on hundreds of adventure trips, I've witnessed firsthand how trying new activities in nature can help us change our perspectives. Jehan immigrated to Canada 17 years ago to receive better care for two of her children who have a rare genetic disorder called PKU. Together with Andrea Holwegner, a registered dietitian, I'm taking Jehan on a canoeing trip to explore some new perspectives on caregiving and nutrition. This is Caregivers in the Wild.
A river runs through a valley. Caregivers in the Wild, the nature of nutrition. The group sits riverside.
How are you feeling, Jehan?
I'm nervous, actually.
A little nervous, yeah. Yeah, it'll be your first time in a tent, your first time in a canoe, but I love that you chose to come out here and try this new thing with us. It's pretty adventurous. You gotta go like this, adventure! Yeah! All right.
They depart.
There's lots of caregivers out there that have diets as part of their caregiving routines. So tell us a bit more about the PKU diet. I mean, by now you're sort of like a professional in this, with two kids. We're doing it for many years now.
PKU, no meat or no protein.
We have traces of protein in all foods, even in this wrap or even in the hummus, the meat, the cheese. And the only cure for PKU is following the diet that removes the phenylalanine amino acid.
So what happens then if they end up eating something with high protein?
When they are young, it's damage the brain. When they grow up now, they're cheating a lot, but it's affect their memory, their focus.
So the food they eat significantly impacts their brain function. Your oldest daughter was born in Egypt.
She born in Egypt, yeah.
And so how did that impact your daughter then? Because she was 3. She was there
Development delay, but she's not impact too much, as we imagine.
You demonstrate how moms can do anything for their kids, right?
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah, wow. It's really cool to hear a little bit of the background of, and we'll talk a little bit more later today.
Yeah.
The group navigate the river in 2 canoes.
Jehan, is that your smiling face or your anxious face?
No.
It's hard for me to tell.
Mike rows.
Are we racing?
Racing.
He still is smiling, so I take it as a yes, game on.
Yeah.
Mike and Jehan exchange high fives.
We did it.
I'm proud of you.
Andrea hugs Jehan.
This is our camp for the evening. We're gonna set up probably maybe 1 or 2 tents there. We can throw a couple tents up here on the grass. We'll have a bonfire down there. And this is sort of the kitchen area. There we go. What do you think?
Good.
Take a look at your humble abode for the night.
Tents are erected in a wooded area.
I'm trying to advise them every time to not eat wrong. Please don't eat wrong.
Yeah.
I beg you, don't eat wrong.
Yeah.
So this is what only thing I can do it right now.
What are some ideas that could help to make it so she doesn't have to beg her kids to do what's right for their health?
We have to look for little opportunities where we can give them choice and independence, but then use what I call more nutrition nudging versus nutrition nagging as a strategy. So some of the ways we can use more nutrition nudging is whenever there is an option to give choice, is to give that choice. So it may be, would you like to have X or Y today? And both of those are PKU friendly based choices, but we're allowing them to pick a choice versus saying you need to eat X. When you're a teenager, that just backs her up and don't tell me what to do, Mom.
Yeah.
I know it's best, and you get the classic the eye roll.
Yeah. So what about you? How do you take care of your own nutritional needs, or do you?
Now I forgot myself actually for taking care of myself, so for nutrition. But a few years ago, I cut all the sugar from my life.
I'm sure Andrea has some comments about that because she loves chocolate. So.
I actually was a little sad to hear you say that, because the way that I think about nutrition is that our goal is to help people eat fully, and eating fully is healthfully and soulfully. And so healthful eating is getting all those nerdy, nutritious vegetables and, all your balanced meals in. But eating soulfully is also what feeds your soul. And so for you, it might be a sweet tooth. For me, it's chocolate. And so those absolutely still can be part of your diet. So it's always kind of finding that balance between eating healthfully and soulfully. That's really what eating fully is all about.
Cool. We have to end this conversation by asking, what is your soulful food?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Yes.
This is why
marshmallows, chocolate. What's your chocolate?
This is chocolate. This is why we were paired together.
You guys were meant to be on this trip together. All right. Well, luckily we have 5 chocolate bars over here and some marshmallows. So let's do it. Yeah. Awesome.
They roast marshmallows over the campfire. The sun shines through branches and leaves.
All right. You guys ready? River Day 2. Let's do it.
Day 2. Let's do it.
Jehan and a man in a canoe.
Do you feel like you have done a lot of nagging in the past when it comes to nutrition?
Yes, actually, I feel that. So maybe we'll try this point. So
Yeah, let's try something different. Try something new.
something
right?
different.
Yeah, something new.
Like
just
this trip.
Yeah. I think nature could also be soul food for us in lots of different ways.
Yeah, you're right.
And sometimes it could even provide the nudge that we need to try new things in our caregiving experiences.
They float beneath a railroad bridge that crosses the river. Created by Mike Lang, produced by Mike Lang Stories and Roadwest Pictures, produced with the participation of TELUS Fund.